But before you speak on anything, you need to know, you need to have some information also. And so many things happen in the world, you cannot. And my earlier part, I was not studying much. So if you want to comment on something, you need to be informed, only then you can comment. Otherwise, there is no miracle that if someone is very meditative, he can, if he observes thing, I could have, if I had to choose side, I would have immediately choose
Israel.
I would have immediately choose Israel among them. Why? You tell me why. If I had known nothing, then also I would have chosen. Why?
Because it was Palestine who fired the bomb first. He
If
fired.
fired, that is secondary. If the fight is going on for, you can say, for thousands of years, they are fighting. At least for Israel became independent in 1948. Not independent, it became a country. It was formed in 1948. So at least since it was formed, the conflict is going on. So that is all right. Both are fighting people. They don't understand any other language. But what makes me stand in the side of Israel is their absolute barbaric treatment of women. Not only women, small children, they use their own women and children to cover themselves, to give them cover. If they think they will be the death is around them, then they hide behind their women. They will bring them in front with their women and children. And if you have little bit of humanistic feeling in you, then you will not be so aggressive when the woman is standing in front of you, children are standing. That is the advantage they take. In India also they were doing the same thing. They were doing violent protests, but they will keep the women and children in front. And in India, these things are in our blood, in the blood of Hindus and Buddhists and all those people, because it has been told that those who are not involved in war directly, they should be left aside. Civilians should not be involved in that. If you have to fight with the army. Otherwise, you are a coward. And the way they mistreated the woman, it is just so barbarous. No one can support, no sane person can support them. So I am 100% with Israel. I have not, though I know that Israel has always stood with India, but that is immaterial, even if it has not stood ever. But why involve women and even if you want to kill, if you are very much angry, these Jews are not religious people. They have gone astray. That is what they say. They call Christians and Jew people of book. We are worse than animals. We are worse than pigs. We are worse than shit. Hindus and all those people. Hindus and Buddhists. But even people of the book, they have gone astray. So it's not that even Israel or all Israel falls on their feet and they say that we stop fighting. Then they will have mercy on them. They will butcher them, butcher all their men and kidnap all their women and gang rape them. And then convert them and make them child producing machine. So these are called, in India, these people are called Rakshas. They are devils. The only language they understand is that you also behave with them in the same way, cut their head. Otherwise, if you allow poisonous uh, plants to grow, then it will harm even the those which are useful, which are good plants. So, and they are just showing all those video. It's not that they are hiding what they are doing inside. Even now, they have told to Israel, because they are bombing them. They said that if you bomb our place, then we will start killing all those people, all those, because they have kidnapped many people, many women, children, and even soldiers. So we will kill one by one, as if you bomb. But I don't think Israel is now going to stop. They are trying to release their people, but they are not going to stop any, because this is just a tactics of cowards. If you want to fight, fight openly. Making women naked and first killing them, then making them naked and putting them on vehicles so that everyone can spit on them, do all kind of stupidity, and then they later on they do with dead body also. They have this disease of having sex with the dead body. That is the reason why these Rajputs women, when they would see that their army is now, they are not going to win, they will commit collective suicide by entering to fire. That is the most painful death possible. But why they will enter into fire? Because they knew that these criminals, these monsters, they will even not leave your dead body. They will rape your dead body also. So they will not even allow their dead bodies to remain. They will just burn themselves to ashes. And not just one woman, the whole, even the women who were servants, maid servants, they will also enter into fire. So these were the bravest possible women. They had so much respect for they had so much sense of dignity that no one can touch them. And if they will fight till their death, but if they will not allow anyone to mistreat them. This is the way of samurai also. So, and Jews and Hindus, perhaps they are the most persecuted. They have suffered maximum. Even more than Jews, the Hindus have suffered, but it's not so advertised. West have the way to advertise. They will go on making movies. They will. I think Will Durant has written that about Muslims have killed about 800 million of Hindus. 800 million becomes in Hindi it will be 80 crores. So more than half of the India's population at present has been killed by them. It may be even more than that, because you cannot calculate. Even Britishers, they were so ruthless. It is said that there was no tree in India where they had not hanged anyone. So, what is your opinion about Israel and Hamas war? What you have to say?
Very violent, no, Swami.
No, just using one word is no justice to it. What do you have to say? Do you have anything to say, or you are just a dumb?
I don't have any.
So
I
that
don't
means
have
you are a
anything
dumb
to
person.
say, Swami.
You are a dumb person. You're trying to save your skin.
No. Just that I didn't read much about it, Swami.
Whatever you have seen, whatever you have read, whatever you have heard from me, what is your feeling? Don't try to be a pushy cat.
I just feel that in the modern time, this kind of war should be avoided. Should be able to avoid this kind of war at this age.
Just this much.
Because I feel if we can advance so much in science and technology, because I feel if we can advance so much in science and technology and everything, why are we still stuck at this kind of war where this land is mine, this land is yours?
What is the relation between science and advancement in science and technology?
There's no relationship.
Just wait, I have not completed. What is the relation between advancement in science and technology and terrorism and violence, murder, rape? What is the relation?
There's no relationship.
Then why you are saying? You never
What-
use
what
your
I'm
brain or
trying
what?
to-
What I'm trying to say is like the way we are progressing in technology is not on par with the way we are progressing with this kind of thing.
How you will progress? What you are doing for to progress in that? Where is the devotion? Where is the commitment? There is no commitment. You want it will happen out of blue. Just talking nonsense will help. If you want to transform yourself, you are coming from animal kingdom. You have been plants, you have been stone, you have been animals. All of them are inside you. And if you live your life without any understanding, without any inner light, why you are hoping that something better will happen? Just by dreaming, just by hoping, just by desiring, you think things will change. So why this hypocrisy? We are not at par with the development of science, our human development. Who has given any importance to that development? You have given any importance yourself? Don't talk about others. You were just a elephant eating pig. So, without any sense of Vivek, the English word I am forgetting. So,
No other comments on me.
why no other comment?
You are very clever and you want to remain a neutral person. We have
I already said.
a great poet from Bihar. His name was Dinkar. He used to go to Osho also. So he had a poetry. Exactly, I don't remember the line. Something like समय गिनेगा उनका भी अपराध, जो है तटस्थ समय गिनेगा उनका भी अपराध. That means, exactly, maybe not exactly the same line, but it means those who are neutral, those who try to be neutral in things, time is counting, or time will count their sins also, their crime also. If you are neutral, that means you are a coward. That means you are a clever person. You just want to save yourself. Otherwise,
I'm neutral because I don't know anything, Swami. I don't know anything.
what you
I
don't
can't
know?
comment,
You saw the women being raped or not? You saw the women being taken naked on the pickup van where people were spitting on her. You saw it or not? Then what more you want to see? You are a bloody Chinese asshole. You are with China, standing with China. They are standing with Philistine.
I've already given my comment. I already given my
What
comment.
given your comment? You stand with whom?
Then with Swami.
No, I am not party to that. You stand with whom? There is only two parties, Israel or Hamas, or Israel or Philistine. With which you are standing?
Israel.
Very weak in your assertion, very weak in your commitment, very weak in your utterance. Huh? So, with whom you are standing?
With Israel.
Why? If you say you
Because
stand, you should have
Hamas-
some reason for that.
Because Hamas was the one who started this war.
Only this much. You can start if you feel like you should strike first. Aggression is the best defense according to them.
And I think the cruelty of how they rape the women and kill them, they should be punished.
But you felt nothing about their pain, their suffering.
It's not Swami.
Chinese don't feel any pain.
No, but today can I share my one message my friend sent to me?
Chinese are not weak people. We don't feel any pain.
No, Swami, I want to share with you one message my friend sent to me today.
Your friend. Who is this friend?
Yeah,
My Muslim colleague,
What?
Because I said the same thing. I said the same thing to her. I said this kind of war should not happen. I said this. Then she told me, she said that, let me see. She said Israel is very arrogant, she said. Israel is very arrogant and they always feel that Israeli are the best race and chosen one because most of the prophets are Jews, so they are very arrogant. And she told me that Jews rejected Prophet Muhammad as the prophet because Muhammad was an Arab, so the Jews rejected him. And then
Jews were living in Arab before Islam ever happened. So you don't know anything. So don't talk nonsense. Now you go further.
Then she said that the Jews, they tortured the German Germany economy.
Wait. So what?
She said that the Jews, they tortured the Germany economy, and the Jews were very selfish and greedy, even though the Germany gave them place to stay. So she said that that's why Hitler chased these Jews away. Then the Jews tried to occupy Gaza or Palestine.
Now, if you are a complete idiot, you will believe in any nonsense. You were reading her message, or what you were doing now?
Yeah, I was reading her message.
And you believed in it. So you are just a blind, bloody believer. You believe anything, any idiot will say anything, you will believe. You have no brain to use.
I didn't know much about the
These
history.
moral wars are won by not by facts, but by, what do you call it? By the narrative you set. You can go on telling any lie, and if you go on telling for long, it looks like truth. And whatever this woman is saying, she is just vomiting whatever conditioning and whatever information have put in her, has been put in her brain. It's nothing. She is not using her brain. So what is? So it's all, whatever she is saying it's all bullshit. It is all rubbish. Jews were not arrogant. You are arrogant or not? You used to think you were very bright, you are very intelligent. You were so proud of your intelligence, you are better than most. And these are the most intelligent people. They have won the maximum number of Nobel Prize. Their number is nothing, very small number they have. And they have won almost, I don't exactly know, but more than, I think, half of the Nobel Prizes in science, they have got it. So if they are proud of their achievement, what is wrong in it? You have done something, you are proud of something which you have done. And a Muslim poet from Pakistan, he said, Muslims have not invented anything after these bed made of threads. After that, they have not made anything. That is called in Hindi charpai. Bed with 4 legs, which is woven by threads kind of thing. So they have not invented anything beyond that. The whole world owes to Jew for their geniuses. Don't condemn them by listening to idiots. Jews have been the most influential people in the whole world. Jesus was a Jew. He was a born Jew. Half of the world is Christian. Einstein was a Jew. And not just Einstein. There will be, if you go on counting, there will be many. But Einstein is the greatest scientist. He was a Jew. One who has influenced maximum number of the people in science. Freud was a Jew. Half of the world turned communist. He was a Jew. So their intelligence, their genius is unmatched. In India, Brahmins are like the Jew of India. Those who are the most intelligent, they are always persecuted by those who are idiots, by those who are unintelligent, those who are barbarians, because they think they are stealing their right. They have become so rich. They have become so rich because of their effort, their tireless effort. They have been persecuted so much. Other than Hindus, no communities have suffered so much. And I am not partial towards anyone. Whatever any community, any religion has done is all in the history books. You have to find out with little, using your brain little bit, because history can be written also by those people who are just not lovers of truth, who just want to show their community as the greatest. The achievement of Muslims is the lowest among all religions, if you count their number. Their contribution is just violence, rape, murder. It's not that they have not produced any great poet, but their number is very less. And even if those who are creative people, those who have done something, they are always persecuted by Muslims themselves. They have never respected their geniuses. And what she is saying about that Jews were, what you said about Germany, they were exploiting its economy.
They torture the Germany economically. They were selfish and greedy, even though Germany gave them place to stay.
Stop.
What gave them place to stay? They were not beggars there. You are a complete stupid person, you believe in anything. They were the greatest contributors. Hitler was a madman. He was a racist. He believed that only Nordic Aryan Germans, they have the right to exist. He was a fanatic Christian. Because Jews were very talented, Jews were geniuses, so he thought that if these Jews are persecuted, if they are put into gas chambers, then they will become dominant. So he had a mad idea. He was a madman. If he was little sane, then Einstein was a German, he would have stayed there. They would have been the first to make atom bomb. But it is good that Einstein escaped from there. What more she has said?
Her last statement was this for me.
What?
Muslims naturally are kind. We are scared to Allah and will not harm people. We only protect when people harm us. It's all in the teaching.
This is repeating something parrot-like. They will go on committing murder, they will go on raping, and they will say we are naturally very kind, we are naturally very good. Where is your goodness? You never show any goodness. If the whole Muslim world had stood against these Hamas people, they are not even the legal owners of PLO. West Bank.
The Philistine has two parts now. One is West Bank and the other is Gaza Strip. One is owned by, they have a legal kind of government. They don't have much problem with Israel. It was actually the PLO which came into an agreement with the Israelis. So those who were following that agreement is having a government in West Bank, and the Hamas was part of the PLO which rebelled, and this is a terrorist organization. they are possessing this Gaza Strip. So they are not even part of any agreement, any UNO agreement or whatever, which my Muslim friend was saying. I believe I am with UN General Secretary. So they will always quote someone. I asked him, what you stand with Hamas or you stand with Israel? He said, I am with what UN General Secretary said. I don't know what he said now.
He said, I am with UN General Secretary. UN means United Nations organization. So I said, you are an individual and you are throwing responsibility on someone else's shoulder. You are using his shoulder. Why can't you say whether you are with Hamas or with Israel? But they cannot say, because they have herd mentality. They are like sheep. They will be fighting all the time among themselves. But when it is question of fighting with others, then they will come together. They are like the criminal gangs. Criminal gangs are very much together. Because if they are not together, then they cannot survive. Their strength is in the group, in the collective. They have no individual stand and they have no individual strength. Are you listening or you are being a garbage?
Listening, Swami, listening.
So, so I said Hamas is a terrorist organization. That means you are with terrorism and terrorists. And UN or UN General Secretary will never support him. I have not heard what he has said on present issue. And I'm concerned whatever he has said. When you have your own eyes, you can see. I have nothing to do with Israel or with Hamas. They are not giving me anything. But you have your own eyes. Who always begin all this war? She was saying we are kind, what she said? We are kind and what?
We are scared to Allah and will not harm people. We only protect.
You are scared to God.
You don't speak like a monkey. Give some gaps. You are scared to God or Allah, whatever, only when you have done something wrong. When you have sinned. Otherwise, what is the need to be scared to Allah? You know that Allah will bully you when you will reach to hell there. He will put his stick in your right places. So you have to be scared. Your belief in God is based on fear. You believe that if you don't do what is expected from you, it may be wrong, then you will fall in hell. You will be burned in the hellfire. So this is no religion at all. This is based on fear. Your relation with God should be based on love. That's why Christianity is far higher than though it came earlier. But when Jesus say love is God, not God is love, then his statement is higher than what Quran is saying on what even is written in Torah or Judaism, because according to Torah, God is not nice. He is not like your uncle. He is like your father. God is a very jealous God. He is a very angry God. That shows the evolution. So Christianity is more evolved than Islam, because a religion which is teaching violence, which is teaching killing others. I am not saying every statement in Bible, New Testament is very loving statements. But this one, when Jesus is saying God is love, this is a beautiful statement. It cannot be compared with that God is an angry God. He is jealous. He is not like your uncle. He is not nice. He is like your father. Why your face became suddenly like you have eaten again something very good? So what was the last lines? What were the last lines your friend was saying?
We only protect when people harm us. It's all in the teaching.
What harm they were doing? Actually, this Prime Minister Netanyahu just recently he had said that whatever money fund comes from Qatar and Iran, you can use those money for the development of your children, for your old people, for their education, for their health. So he was giving them all those things. Though he knew they are nuisance, but he was slowly providing them all the things. If you, for them, for Philistine, for Hamas, their philosophy, in their declared philosophy is that Jews are their enemy, they have to be killed wherever you find them. They have no right to exist. So whether they are friendly, whether they are very compassionate, helpful, makes no difference. They will kill. So what she was saying, the last sentence?
We only protect when people harm us. It's all in the teaching.
What these people, they had a religious festival. They were celebrating the Jewish festival. They were partying somewhere. They were not disturbing anyone. And there these monsters appeared. Maybe they came on parachute or whatever. And because it was their religious festival, so they were off guard. There they killed almost 250 people there without their any. They have done nothing to them. They raped many women there, and they took many people with them to be humiliated further. This woman, the German woman who was there, she was celebrating there with her boyfriend. Both of them were taken. Maybe her boyfriend was killed, and then she was made naked. She was raped, and then she was put on pickup van, and then even small children were spitting on her. what she had done. You should have asked her, your friend. But it is no point talking with mad people. Anyone can tell you a good story and you can be just, because a person who has no intelligence of his or her own, or is not using his own intelligence, then anyone can deceive that person. That is part of their Islam, deception, al-taqiyya. You have to tell lies to spread Islam. You can kill to spread Islam. You can murder to kill. You can rape to protect Islam. So whatever she is doing is all part of Islam, telling lies. You have to see these Jews. If you behave in this way, that shows you are also have no humanity at all. They have only one country in the whole world. They are surrounded by 22 Muslim countries all around from 6 sides, which has about which has a population of 450 million, these Muslim countries, and Israel has a population of about 10 million. So what Israel can do to them? 450 million in monsters all around you, and you are just 10 million. And in that 10 million also, 18% are Muslims. Maybe 2, 3, 4% Christians and few Hindus and others. So if they were intolerant, why they will allow Muslims to be there? In Gaza Strip, not even 1%, maybe not even 1%, 1% is a big number, are Jews. Perhaps 1 or 2%, 1% is Christian, 99% all Muslims. They had agreed to, by agreement they gave Israel, because it is written in their Old Testament that is their holy land. They were there far before even Islam was born. Then they have been many times kicked out by Christians and Muslim by fights, so they have spread everywhere. But then when Second World War was finished, then they said that we want to return to that place. So some of their powerful rich people, they bought land from Arabs, and then this country was given to them. They came to an agreement, Muslims and Jews and Christians, the land was given to them. What it is now, Israel, compared to it was very small. But within not even, I think maybe not even hour, once the British people left, they declared war on these Israelis. So Israel defeated them. So they have been fighting many times. It is always they who begin. Once it was 3, 4, 5 Muslim countries coming together and declaring one-sided war. So for 2 days Israel was being defeated. But after that Israel defeated all of them. You should use your heart little bit. Don't be I told my friend, you are just a heartless machine. Because of these monsters in Israel, every young man or woman has to be in the army for about 35 months. It is compulsory there. In every house of Israel there is a bunker kind of place which is made of metal and concrete. Whenever there will be signal that something is going to happen, then they go inside that. You are talking like an idiot. If you don't know, don't believe in anything. When they are surrounded by all kind of predators and savage people all around, still they are always winning because they are brave people. They are people of real guts, real courage. They have love for their country. That is the beauty of that country. When Netanyahu declared a war on that, it is a war now. It's not. Then all the opposition all the opposition parties came together. They supported him. That will never happen in India. In India, even now, all those parties which want Muslims vote, they have all come together. They are with Palestine. They are with a terrorist organization. Maybe few parties other than BJP are with the Israel. First time the Indian Prime Minister said that we are totally shocked by this. We cannot stand with terrorists. Our heart bleeds for Israel. We are totally with them. Indian politicians before Modi, not a single Indian Prime Minister was going to Israel because they wanted to appease Muslims. They wanted to get their vote. What kind of hypocrisy is this? Israeli Prime Ministers came even when the Congress was in power, but it was kept a secret. And when Netanyahu came to India, Bollywood people, all those so-called superstars, Muslim superstar, all those Khans were invited in some party by the government of India, but none of them came. And now also all those people who have taken awards from the Congress government, they in protest they were protesting against the BJP government, so they returned their award, but they didn't return the money. That was the real thing. All these award returning people, they are all standing with Palestine, because people who are evil, they will always stand with the evil. But you also have a Chinese DNA. Somewhere the evil is there, so the clarity is not there. China is standing with Palestine because it wants. Perhaps Russia is also standing with them because Russia want to draw America to this war. They were standing outside and they were enjoying the whole game. They were giving their weapon to the Ukraine, and Russia's economy was being destroyed. I am not very clear whether Russia is with Palestine or not, but Russia is certainly with Iran because Iran was, and that is a kind of political necessity. You have to be with someone because Iran was being crushed by United States. Maybe Iran is definitely responsible. According to one Indian military expert, he said that some Americans were imprisoned by the Iranis. So America asked that you return our people. Then the Irani, they said that if we will have to make a deal. If you want your people to be returned, then you will have to free all those people, all those Irani who are in your prison. They may be terrorists or whatever, but you have to free. And because the relation with America and Iran is not good, so America has freeze about $6 billion Irani currency. So they said defreeze it. So America had to agree to all those things because there was protest. We want our people to be back in America. But it is said that the same money Iran has used to fund these Hamas people, and they have bought all these rockets because they cannot have that much money. And some people say that it is the weapons. People can create some spicy story also, but it is possible that the weapon which was given to Ukraine is also coming, some weapons, to the Palestine people. And some people are saying that the weapon which America has left in Afghanistan, it was a very big amount of weapons they left in Afghanistan. That weapon Taliban have given to these Philistines. It's possible because when it is question of destruction, they all come together. I have my own experience with Israeli people. One couple, they were in Pune when I was there. And because we had the locker at the same place, so the boy who was having his locker near to my locker. So after White Robe Brotherhood, after Osho's discourse and White Robe Brotherhood, he will be, when he will see me there, so few time he hugged me, I don't remember how many times, and he will be weeping so much that all my white robe will be totally drenched in that. I didn't know why he is doing. Is he a homo or what? I could not understand at that time. But he never touched me in any wrong way. He was just weeping. Maybe he was that was his catharsis. He was feeling like he is in heaven all the time, surrounded by bullets and bombs. He came to Pune and he felt that this is how the world should be, where only love rules. So his pent-up feeling was being released. So I was cooperating. I will stand there and just allow him to get rid of that. And it was many times I will be sitting almost every day I will be sitting in the Buddha hall after the white robe was finished, because then the whole place will be dark. It will look very mysterious and because there was no one, it will be very silent, even more silent. I love to stay for some time. Sometimes I stayed very long also. But so I think once or twice his girlfriend hugged me there, and she also remained in embrace for a long time. And we were going once to my master's whosoever camp together with 8 or 10 of these people. But finally everyone cancelled it. But this Israeli boy has given me his place to stay. And maybe he was staying with his girlfriend or so I was staying at his place. Then one night both of them came and they just lie down on each side of me, one on the left, one on the right. I was feeling little uneasy why they have come together. Are they some kind of they want to do something pervert or whatever. But they did nothing. They would just lie down for maybe 1 hour. I was feeling that they wanted to be near my energy. So after about 1 hour or something, I don't remember, they left, both of them. So maybe they needed some nourishing energy. So these are Israeli people. Both of them were totally innocent, very loving. I have seen so many Muslims also who are Osho sannyasi, but they are all heady people. I have never found even one single Muslim. And among Osho's disciples, Jews have almost maximum number. And they are many of the big therapists which Osho had were Jewish. They are talented people, so wherever they will go, they will be always bosses. And those who are just manual laborers, they will be always jealous of these people. So I stand irrevocably with Israel. I have no doubt. If you rape women, if you spit on them, if you have killed even 4-year-old girl, if you have killed 80-year-old woman, what harm they had done to you? How can anyone who is sane, how they will stand with them? But we have lost our intelligence totally. I told my friend that you are a disgrace. I used to think you are a friend, but you are a disgrace to friendship. So he said, then goodbye. I said, all those mustache baby, they know only one thing, kattis, goodbye. When you have nothing to say, you can say only goodbye, but there was good love, there was always goodbye. There was nothing, just everything was only formal. Because when you have no heart, and I have seen whenever there will be any terrorist incident by any Muslim group, they will never condemn it. That is their very philosophy. Because they think this is how they will conquer the whole world one day. And those people who are moderate among Muslims, those who will sometimes they will say that they have not done good, they are also lying. There are few Muslims who are courageous, but they will be almost ex-Muslim. They will leave Islam. This, my friend, he was himself saying, he said it long time back, that I want to spit on this airy-fairy book and then jump on it. And I asked him today, what happened to you? Just go on changing your version according to whatever is suitable to you. You don't stick to anything. You said it long time back that you want to jump on it and you want to spit on it. And you said that the mullah who did my circumcision, if I meet him again, I will beat him or I will kill him, something like that. But it is all a matter of economy. It is all a matter of politics. It is all matter of your security. Those people who are very heavily programmed and conditioned, they can never be an individual. They will always live in collective way. If you are not, that's why I say Mahabharata is the best book if you want to understand things. You can never be neutral. You have to choose your side. Even if you are God, even if you are Krishna, he was with 5 Pandavas. Their number was less, but they were the good people. Either you are with Pandavas or you are with Kauravas. If you are an evil person, you will stand with them. That's why China is always standing with those who are evil. Now what China was doing in India, they were funding many of the journalists. Very huge amount of money, very, very huge amount of money. And all these Indian journalists was writing against the Indian government. And it was revealed by New York Times that they are funding not only in India, in every country they do it. So then the Indian government and the agencies, intelligence agencies, started looking at these people with suspicion. They started collecting materials. And they have collected about 100,000 pages of material, more than that. And they have been found they are guilty. These people are doing wrong things. They are doing anti-national things. And even your, what is its name? Swami, what? So your Chinese company, mobile companies.
Huawei,
Not Huawei,
Xiaomi.
Swami. These are all Swami, Huawei are all swines. That was also funding it. This company was funding for terrorist activities. This is how China is. They have no values, they have no morality. They just want to be number one through all kind of means. It is end that justifies the means. And if you are like that, what was the need to say anything to your Muslim friend? Their position is always clear. Otherwise you cannot be a Muslim. He ran away, he was looking for, seeking attention. The attention he could not get. So he ran away. That is the maturity, that is the level of people. This is how all those brainwashed people, they think they are great meditators. When you are always seeking scapegoats. You have no commitment to anything. You think you are a great meditator. According to convenience, you change your sides. So, people are selfish to their very root. They are only thinking about themselves. As I had written few days back, it's the whole Western disease is me first. And from me first, now it is turning into only me. This is what is the attitude of China also. This is what Duryodhan was also saying. I am the nation. Main hi Rashtra. When a person has a delusion, is living in illusion that he is the nation, he is the country, then that person will only do harmful things. He will be doing all kind of criminal activities. So, and I was listening to a man, some Abraham, he's a doctor. He lived in India because India was the only country which respected Jews and Parsi, those who escaped from their country. They had no place to live. They came to India and India welcomed it. India took them into their lap and never persecuted them, never humiliated them. So Israelis are very grateful to India. They are all the time supporting India. In fact, when Pakistan was making atom bomb, they found that they are doing something. The first thing is that it was the Indian raw people, the Indian intelligence people, they are called raw. They found it. Because they went to Pakistan and they went at the place where it was suspected that they are making atom bomb. They became barber, they opened barber shop there. So all those scientists who were working in that laboratory, when they will come there for hair cutting, they will collect their hairs and then they send it to India for testing. So it was found that it has too much of active material. Then it was proved that they are doing it here. So Israel said that we will help India, we will bomb that place so that they will never come to make it. And the raw people, they said that the Israel has sent us message that we will send our bombers, but bomber planes, but it has to be, it will need to be refueled in India, somewhere in Delhi or somewhere. So the raw people, research and analysis wing, it is said, they went to Prime Minister Morarji Desai and they said that this is the message from Israel. So what Morarji Desai did is that he phoned the president of Pakistan. He came to power by military coup. He was an army man, very brutal man, and he phoned him that our raw people, they are there and they have found it. So you stop doing it. You should not do this. Such a naive, stupid person. So they killed all the raw people there, all the Indians. He said, we are believer in Gandhi. We are peaceful people. We don't believe in going into others' country and in spying and all those things. You may not be believing in all those things, but just because you are a stupid, naive person, you think you are very good, but the whole world is not good. They are bad people. So all of them were killed, and he didn't allow the Israeli fighter jets, bombers, to bombard that place. So Pakistan created this atom bomb by stealing material from other countries. It is said that Iran is almost coming very near to creating atom bomb. Once these countries have atom bomb, they are mad people. They can do anything. Because it is in their scripture that if you kill all those people are killed, only then there will be judgment night. And then Muhammad will choose his people, those who were really pious, those who were following Islam. He will choose them, they will go to heaven. So this Israeli doctor, he had studied in India, he was living here, studied here, he became a doctor. But for 15 years now he is living in Israel. So he said that these Muslims, they don't know anything other than destruction. They will be converting our women, our girls. They don't know anything. So I will be coming in India and I will try to tell them what real Islam is. And he was said, I cannot even say in word what they did to our girls. He was so much in love with India. He was not in any way making any difference between Israel and India. For him, both of them were his motherland. But for most of the Muslim, India is not their country. They may be getting all the benefits, but they are not in love with the country. For them, it is Ummah that matters. Wherever Muslims is, that is part of their family, that is part of their community, that is part of their nation. Even if a Muslim is living in Mars or somewhere in another planet, that is part of his country. So what your friend is saying is a big lie, nothing else. They don't belong to any country. Now at this time what is happening is, all the Muslims in every country is supporting Palestine. So they are on street, they have street fight in America, in other places. In every country they are showing their commitment with Philistine people, with Hamas. So that shows that they are almost all terrorist kind. Otherwise, you can just be neutral if you don't know anything. But they know everything. This is the difference between a real religion, real dharma, and fake madhab. Because if truth is one, truth cannot be a personal thing. It cannot be that my truth will be different from your truth. The law of gravitation is for everyone same. If you don't follow it, you will fall down. That's why those people in India who say Sanatan, ours is Sanatan Dharma, it's wrong, it's not. Dharma is always Sanatan. Dharma is eternal. And Dharma is one. Whether it is Buddha who discovers it, or Krishna discovers it, or Christ discovers it. Anyone who comes to know the truth, they all belong to same Sanatan Dharma. Because Dharma is eternal. Sanatan means eternal. And it will be always based on love, compassion, being more conscious. It cannot be based on violence. It cannot be based on murder. It cannot be. How can rape be in anywhere dharma? It is always a dharma. It is always against dharma. It is always an evil act. In no way you can justify rape.
Yes, Swami.
So if you stand for love, if you stand for being more conscious, if you stand for compassion, then you will know who is on the right side and who is on the wrong side. When Vivekananda went to America, our country was for more than 1,000 years was being crushed by all these barbarous people. But still, what message he gave, how he addressed to America. Because he had not gone to such a big, it was a world parliament of religion. So many times he was invited to speak, but he was postponing it. He said that I will speak little later. And perhaps he was the last man to speak. He was one of the youngest. So when he began, he said, "Sisters and brothers of America." And the whole crowd, they stood up. Because you can say speak, and in America they have never addressed before him sisters and brothers. How they address these Western people, ladies and gentlemen, things like that. But when you say sisters and brothers, that means you consider them part of your own family. And it was not only his word, it was coming from his very depth. He considered the whole world as his family. So the power, the authenticity, the genuinity in his voice, and his voice was like, it was so rich, so powerful that in spite of them, all of them had to stand up, and they clapped for maybe 7 minutes or something like that. 3. I don't think it ever in the whole history of humanity it has happened that the whole crowd stood up and they clapped for such a long time. Though Western people are very cultured in those things, but that was really very big. And from a man who was coming from a slave country. But he didn't give any negative message. His message was full of positivity. I will read few lines from that, because not the whole thing. Today is also my master's. It is said it is his birthday, or maybe it is his enlightenment or birthday. I think what I knew is that his birthday was on 10th and his enlightenment day is 11th of October. Okay, I read his. Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world. I thank you in the name of the mother of religions, and I thank you in the name of millions and millions of Hindu people, all of all classes and sects. My thank also to some of the speakers on the platform who, referring to the delegates from the Orient, have told you that these men from far off nations may well claim the honor of bearing to the different lands the idea of toleration. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal tolerance, but we accept all religions as true. I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth. I am proud to tell you that we have gathered in our bosom the purest remnant of the Israelites who came to southern India and took refuge with us. In the very year in which their holy temple was shattered to pieces by Roman tyranny. I am proud to belong to the religion which has sheltered and is still fostering the remnant of the grand Zoroastrian nation. I will quote to you, brethren, a few lines from the hymn which I remember to have repeated from my early boyhood, which is every day repeated by the millions of human beings, within quote, as the different streams having their sources in different paths, which men take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to thee. Thee means God. The present convention, which is one of the most august assemblies ever held, is in itself a vindication, a declaration to the world of the wonderful doctrine preached in the Gita. Whosoever comes to me through whatsoever form, I reach him. All men are struggling through paths which in the end lead to me. Sectarian bigotry and its horrible descendant, fanaticism, have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often with human blood, destroyed civilization and sent whole nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. But their time is come, and I fervently hope that the bell that tolled this morning in the honor of this convention may be the death knell for all the fanaticism, of all the persecution, with the sword or with the pen, and all the uncharitable feelings between persons wending their way to the same goal. Whatever is said at that time, it was said in 1896, is still totally relevant. We have still not reached to what he is saying. And his message is full of positivity, it is full of love, it is full of reverence for life. He is not saying anything, only my religion is true. Only I am the owner of this world. Only I am the chosen people, we are the chosen people. He's not saying that. But positive things, good things, things which takes you up, appeals to only few people. Because we are so full of negativity, we are already so conditioned and programmed in our rotten ways. And there is so much unclarity, and we have our own vested interests. So we will always take sides to those things which is more convenient, which is more comfortable. Is it clear?
Very clear, very excellent, Swami. I want to stand up and give my standing ovation, Swami.
Okay, give for 7 minutes. Okay, enough.
Truth is crystal clear. Only we are confused because of our vested interest. I stand irrevocably with Israel. So how it felt to you when I was saying you are an idiot?
I was looking into my own ignorance, Swami. I didn't feel bad.
How much it hurt you? How much it hurt you?
I wasn't hurt because of you said it's idiot. I was more hurt that I'm really an idiot. Yeah, I'm not hurt that you say I'm idiot. I'm more hurt that because I'm really an idiot. I'm more hurt by this.
I say all those things. It's not that I'm saying as a person. I say all those things to knock out the idiot within you.
Yes.
I want to knock out the last traces also.
Yes.
It is not something personal, which is more like you have to see where the idiots are hiding within you, and it once you are aware of them, then they have no way other than to escape, other than to leave. It is going towards almost Third World War. Christians will be all together and Muslims will come together slowly. So now you will have to have more sense of emergency. It's not like we are not going to talk hello, hi, this, that, because this is a time where you can be transformed if you are really very alert. Your flame has to be very clean. Otherwise, if this happens, we are all going to be killed. So before we are killed, we have to make the best of the life. We have to burn like a flame without any smoke. You understood?
Yes.
Don't behave like a coward. Everyone has to die. But if one has to die living a significant life, living a life which is throbbing for truth, throbbing for human values.
Yes, Swami.
Don't just go on eating and shitting. You are not born just for that. You have got the energy, now do something. Don't lie down on your sofa. This is no time to rest now.
Okay.
This is a more important college now. You have left one college. So later on I will talk also, so you remain on guard.
Okay, Swami. Okay.
You have to behave like a soldier.
Okay, Swami.
You are batting for Israel.
Yeah, yes.
Not for China.
Yes.
China is very much involved in that. I will tell where I will talk when I will talk, and you will be surprised the kind of brutality they have done. And if still you have any sympathy for them, then you are also among brutes. And I am not interested in brutes because they cannot be transformed.
Yes,
Hmm?
yes.
So you are with whom?
I'm with
Brutes.
Swami. I'm
I am
Team
with
Swami.
Israel.
Yes, then I'm with Israel.
Then Prince said I said that why you ran away from the narrow lane. He said that I'm not interested in politics and what other thing he mentioned. I'm interested in spirituality. So I said, what do you know about spirituality? You have no understanding of what spirituality is. Spirituality contains the whole life. Spirituality is not some particular department, some segment. It is the whole of life. Do you think you are greater than Krishna? You are greater than Osho. Osho was speaking on all the problems of the world. He was always speaking. Focus less on food. Try to spend less time, eat well, eat healthy, but eat only for having energy so that you can do something.
Okay, Swami.
This is the time. If you are more alert, less possessed by sleep, that is what meditation is.
Okay.
You have to function at your very best.
Okay.
So when you are enthusiastic, when you love something, then all the sense organ function well. Then you feel the presence of this consciousness. It's like the light, inner light within you. I don't want my disciples to be cowards. I don't want them that I'm interested only in spirituality. That means you are just escapist. You are a coward. You are just selfish. You are only interested in your family. You don't treat the whole world as your family. Either the whole world is a family or there is no family. That is a spiritual attitude. So he was talking about spirituality. This is not spirituality. When you have some glimpse of spirituality, then you know that we are all interconnected. There is only one life throbbing in all. But there are positive side of it and negative side. There is day and there is night. I stand with day. That will help you to grow more. But both day and night will exist. Both Ram and Ravan will exist. You have to choose with whom you are. Are you with Rakshas? Are you with monsters? Or are you with divine people? Are you with good people? If you choose monster as your friends, then you will become tamasic. Your consciousness will go down. You cannot grow then. That is what the whole Mahabharata and Gita is. You cannot remain neutral. Everyone was divided in this war. Either you are with Pandavas or you are with Kauravas. No one was neutral. And some people choose, they were first with one side, then they went to the other side. It is mostly with like one of these brother of Duryodhan was with him in the beginning, but later he went to that side. When he saw that this side is evilish, this side is devilish, then he went to the other side. So don't rest much, even if you have like you are not going to college. You finish, you give time to both the things.
Okay.
Other than sleeping and eating, you have to do your work.
Yes, Swami. Yes.
How was Vivekananda's speech?
Good. That's good.
Just good. So that means you are not a very alive heart.
Not alive.
Now, why you said it good? You could not understand the contents of what?
Maybe I have to listen again.
Don't be in a illusion that you are very spiritual. If you want to be, you have to change your tamas into first rajas and then sat. When both the tamas and rajas start getting balance, then you can move towards sat. And finally you have to transcend in even sat. That they are called trigunatit. Those who have gone beyond all these gunas, all these qualities. But you cannot go beyond before going through these. You have to. So everyone has the illusion. If you don't work diligently, if you are not being very sincere, you will remain what you are.
Yes.
You just imagine if a woman is being raped by 20 men, what kind of pain she must be going before she is killed. And then I will tell you later, because if I tell now, then what I will tell later.
Okay.
It is inconceivable what these idiots, these monsters, these evil people do.
Yes.
Israel is doing very good. They need only that kind of lesson. No compassion for demons. Don't become very professional. You have to have some heart also.
Okay.
तेरा मेरा रिश्ता क्या, ला अल्लाह और ला अल्लाह, अल्लाह ला ला ला, हूर ला अल्लाह, शराब ला अल्लाह, शबाब ला अल्लाह, या अल्लाह गिलमेला, अल्लाह ला 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 और ला और ला और ला। अल्लाहु अकबर मार, अल्लाहु अकबर काट, अल्लाहु अकबर कर दे सत्यानाश। अल्लाह रहीम है, अल्लाह रहमान है, अल्लाह मेहरबान है। लगा दे आग, ले अल्लाह का बल्ला और सर फाड़। समय बिताने के लिए करना है कुछ काम, शुरू करो अशांति लेके अल्लाह का नाम। जय अल्लाह की जय हो अल्लाह। मेरा इस्लाम महान, मेरा इस्लाम महान, मेरा इस्लाम महान कर दे सबका नाश। अल्लाहु अकबर, जय अल्लाहु अकबर। मज़हब ही सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना, अरबी है हम वतन है पाकिस्तान हमारा।